Good evening, moto campers and long distance riders. Uh, it was kind of a longish day. I did make the Monroeville for the Harper Lee Museum and took some pictures with the Scout statue. And I went through the museum and the courtroom, and I posted those pictures uh, and videos. Uh, but I got up here to Demopolis, which is just outside of Forkland, where I wanted to see Jim Bird's hay bale art, which is about 13 minutes away. But it was getting later in the afternoon, and I was hot and sweaty and tired, if that's any excuse. And I just broke down and I pulled into this Best Western, and it's a glamping Best Western because it's a really nice facility. It's got the exercise room, a pool which I haven't used, but uh, it has a full hot breakfast thing for in the morning. So I'll at least get fed while I'm here, and I'll be taking off, and I've got a pretty impressive and challenging amount of stops tomorrow. It looks like about four Roadside America stops. I'm not too sure if I'm going to hit them all, but if I do, the final stop is on the list, and it actually has it's a lodge, RV park, and has primitive campsites. So I may be camping tomorrow night. So we'll see. I'm hoping we can. Uh, it's uh, it's not bad. I think it's like it said it's $15 for a primitive site, and if you want a site that has electricity and water, and I'm not too sure if that's a RV hookup or I can hook up my power strip to recharge stuff or whatever. But so far, it's been pretty good. It's been lasting. I mean, I've been charging my phone on the power accessory outlet on the bike, so the phone's been charged up. That's no problem. I haven't used my power bank yet, but it's still at 100%. Um, and not too bad either for the room because the normal rate was like 140 or something like that, and I used my AAA card and I got it for 103. I don't think that's too shabby for a hot breakfast bar, full blown hotel thing, and it's really nice, good sized room, clean, way better than the Red Roof Inn that I stayed in Crestview. So let's see if I can do this. The amount of attractions for tomorrow. I'll be posting those pictures and videos also of that. So if you want to keep up on my YouTube channel and Instagram and um, Facebook, I opened up my Facebook to full public. So anybody that's wants to take a look at it from the long distance rider side or the Bunka biker sites, you can just bleed over to that and take a look at the stuff that I'm posting, because it's just too complicated to cross post. I mean, you have to get like a separate third party app or something so you can do things like that. And you're not supposed to put links on the Bunka biker thing anyway, or invite people to come over and take a look at that. So I understand. That's cool. So like I said, my site's public, so you can see it. It's like on the Facebook page, just look for the Santa Claus avatar. Doesn't look like it, right? And I think on the Instagram and on the YouTube, I have my regular road hogger picture with the bike and my traveling companions. Um, I didn't bring them over, but yeah, my traveling companions. So it's been a good ride so far. I mean, that 2 days of rain was a little bit of a delay, but it was compensated by having really good company with Rick and Shirley. I can't complain at all about that. That was pretty good. I just kind of felt bad because typically Bunka Biker is supposed to be like one night and then you move on. So I'll try to adhere to that. I hope I was a good guest. I think I was. And let's see what happens tomorrow. I mean, we're going to be hitting the road, and it was a beautiful day to ride. But some of these Alabama roads, 43, 80, and stuff, some of them are like being pre-construction, and some of them are pretty rough, pretty bumpy. and not really twisties, but like smooth, curvy, which is pretty cool. I mean, that's good. Thing is, like you keep seeing these signs saying caution, trucks entering road and stuff because there's a bunch of logging trucks and things like that. So you just never know. It could be like when you're out west or something going through the hill, Black Hills or whatever, and you come over the hill and there's a whole herd of bison in the middle of the road. It's like, oh heck, I come up over the top of the hill and there's this huge logging truck in the middle of the road. So, you know, you think about that kind of thing. Well, not just a logging truck, but maybe a combine or something, because there's always kind of farm equipment around through here. But it's really kind of beautiful. You kind of wonder how, well, you know how they do it, but people live so far away from towns. It's like getting groceries, getting fuel. I mean, oh my gosh, it has to be like before you go home, you better make sure your tank's full or whatever, you know, before you have to drive 10 miles into town or something like that. But I'm sure it's a slower and quieter life than it is in the big city. So, you know, God bless them all for that. You know, they probably live a lot less stressful, I would hope, lifestyle than people who live in the big city. You know, I don't know if St. Augustine would be considered a big city, but there's a lot of hustle and bustle there, you know, with the tourists and all. So, anyway, we'll see what happens tomorrow. We're going to be hitting it. The weather looks good all the way up so far. I did run through a couple of showers on the way through getting here, but it was nothing major. I mean, there wasn't even really anywhere to pull off to put on rain gear, and by the time I would have thought about doing that, I rode right out of it. So there was no sense in me getting off. It was a little bit refreshing to get some of that cool rain on me anyway. But I'll tell you what, I am not pulling over on any of these red dirt Alabama side roads. I don't want to have to use that moto jack again, unless I really have to. But I'm very happy how that worked out with that moto jack thing, because that mud hole was so slippery you could not do a traditional butt lift. I tried doing that and my feet kept slipping and stuff. But I tell you what, that jack with that base, it bit in and just came up on 7 cranks. She was back up on 2 wheels. That was great. I can really recommend that product for us seniors, because I don't care what anybody says, not everybody can lift a big bike. I mean, I've seen the videos, but show me what you can do when you hit 67, okay? It had bad knee, had a knee scrape job, arthroscopic scrape job and stuff. So anyway, that's about it. I'm going to say goodnight to all you great moto campers and long distance riders. Those of you who are out there doing 600-700 miles a day, God bless you. I used to do that when I was like up my 50s or so, but now that I'm in my 60s, I'm kind of enjoying myself. God love you that you want to do those big miles. I'd like to do them too. Well, no, not really. I want to slow down. I want to slow down and I want to see America before we run out of food, gas, and our IRA accounts go bust. So anyway, good night and take care, and we'll continue this on later. Bye.